What's up, friends? I don't know. I'm running out of cool ideas for fancy intros. It's another time for another exciting episode of Journey Through Eorzea. As always, I am Man with Hat, Tiberius Fox. We found Thancred, and we're just trying to solve more problems. If I recall, it's been a couple days. The Warrior of Darkness showed up, and he was kind of not cool. Or the Warriors of Darkness showed up, but they were like kind of not cool, but kind of cool. They killed Ravana. Thancred showed up. We did some other shenaniganery and what have you. Someone, if I recall, didn't someone shank our boy Amaric? Like, I'm pretty sure. It's a rough time, you know what I mean? But we're figuring it out. So without further ado, let's continue on. I saw that when we did this last time, there was a little picture. Oh, it's like taking a second to actually load that. That's not a good sign. But yeah, so I see Philomene's there, and Rory Boulder, and that other guy whose name I cannot actually remember. So we're gonna figure that one out. Alright, let's see what Tataru has to say.
Alphino, Tiberius, I've been looking all over for you. We've received news regarding Philomene, Rory Boulder, and Coltonet.
Were they missing too, and I just didn't know it? I already felt bad enough about Edel and Palpalimo last time.
Really? Has something happened? No, nothing bad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It seems that once they learned the Scion's good name had been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean, and you don't mind being spied on. Quite. Well, what a wonderful news. To think that our reunion is close at hand. A pleasure to see you too, Alphino. Ah, Thancred, and Kryle, what brings the two of you here? Kryle and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfillia. And may we just say we think we have found the answer. Tiberius, when you were fleeing Ul'dah with Minfillia, you said Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that is true, I see no reason to suspect that it is not. It seems reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfillia. Admittedly, this is still quite hypothetical, but I propose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace, a lingering disturbance in the ether, or ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found. The battleground where Tiberius felled the ultimate weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. I can't pronounce that word. 'Twas there that Hydaelyn intervened to shield him from the magic I invoked. Kryle and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the aether within. The two of you, alone? I have a proven knack for subterfuge, and I am confident there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Kryle while patrols pass. Besides, if you and Tiberius come along, who will see to Philomene's grand homecoming? Are they coming here? I don't know, they said Limsa, so I don't know. When you put it like that, very well, I will trust your plan. I know not whether this data will yield a means to find Minfillia, but it will be at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tataru and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparations for our comrade's return. Might I impose upon you to meet them at the Liminson docks? We're just going to Limsa. Alright, sure. Then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels. Dude greeting me like I work at a Flying J right now. Real ones know that reference, I'll tell you what. But that's a rare one. It's like there's a little bit of input lag right now, and I'm not really sure why. But we're gonna do the best we can with what we got, you know what I mean? I don't think that it's really gonna work if we do anything else, so we're just gonna teleport there. Other news, by the way, things I want to mention. So, after a certain episode, I said, hey, I'm trying to think where I'm going. I'm going this way. I remember saying, like, hey, we might end up going and doing the,
the Alexander raids, and I wasn't sure about it, so I asked a friend of mine because I was kind of indecisive and wasn't sure what in the world is going on out here. What is this? Is this for the hatching tide? Is it hatching tide right now? Did I miss hatching? Is it hatching? It's hatching tide right now. How did I not pay attention to this hatching tide? Did it just start and I forgot? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so I asked a friend of mine. I said, "Hey, should I do this or that?" And he said I definitely should. But when I went to do it, I realized that I could not because you cannot like suspend one New Game Plus to do another. So I have to wait till the end of part 3 to do it. I should have just done it at the end of part 2, but that was like the middle of an episode, so I wasn't going to do that. So without that, so we'll probably do Alexander based on the recommendation when we get to the end of part 3. If nothing else than the sweet jams, because I love the music in Alexander raids. So I'm not promising we're going to do every raid in the series like when we do all of them, but we'll do all the Alexander raids at the very least. Anytime, we'll say, how about anytime it's referenced in the main story? You know what I mean? All right. Oh, Tiberius, how have you been? Come here and let me have a good look at you. Man, I like Port Boulder and Colton. Thank the 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you every day. We would have sent word sooner, but the Braves afforded us no opportunity. When you fell upon the market, there was all we could do to escape. Tataru found her way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard a Hanish vessel. That's right, they want that Radzat Han. I forgot about that. It pained us not to be there with you when you needed us most. But we made the most of it, didn't we, Coltonet? Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust, and with the vast distance. But those dark days are behind us at last. I shall be glad to indeed return home and speak with my daughter. Ooh, yeah, about that. I don't think it's really going to pan out the way you'd hoped. What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? Oh, she's blaming me. Oof. Ouch. Forgive me. I am sure you're doing everything in your power to find her. As Thancred must be. He watched over her from the first, long before me, and he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return, and busy myself in the meantime. For certainly there is much more to be done. The Braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we shall not be swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit. To the Scions and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah! It's so weird, there's just like eggs away. Well, there you have it. To the Rising Stones. I'm trying to think, I don't think there's any faster way to the Rising Stones. As that's just like Mordona. Oh, wait, something happening. It looks like a castrum if I ever saw one. That walkway looks impractical because there's like a big gap in the floor.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
I didn't even realize that was Thancred. Oh shit, I wasn't even paying attention. I'm like, oh.
Let us be about our business then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
That guy's in his underpants.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfillia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
Ooh, sassy.
This is neither the time nor the place.
Is it the lighting or is his eyes different colors? His left eye like looks silver right now and the right eye looks like that gold color. But I think it's just that blue light.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
Kryl's a bit more sassy back in the beginning. She's kind of like, I don't know, less sure of herself later on. She comes off as like overly confident in this part. Maybe, I know there's things that happen to her later, but it's like,
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfillia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think.
You know how I've mentioned before, like Alphino had to really get his footing? The new voice actor for Alphino had to get his footing? I'm feeling the same vibe for Thancred. Thancred here, like his voice is the same, but like the performance is a little off from what you're used to.
15 years passed when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every science. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfillia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfillia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
I will never tire of just like watching people reach out their hand to like represent interaction with something. For just like open up the hand, like, yep, I did it, and then there it is. We're done. Hey guys, somebody left. You just left your eggs there. I don't know if you guys know about the fact that you left the eggs there. Anyway, let's go to Revenant's Toll. Sure, it won't be a problem at all. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. But yeah, the voice actors like are a little stiff. Ones that traded over, so. It feels good to be home again. To think that everyone is waiting for us, just beyond those doors. Friends and family with whom we have shared so much. Gods keep me. But the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. Ori Boulder and Coltonet. Man, I forget what happens to them, but I don't remember them being a thing really later on. But I think that's just because I wasn't paying attention, probably. Either that, or it's like one of those things kind of like Tataru and Dawn Trail, where it's like, yeah, she's still around, but she's like floating off somewhere. Alright. Aliane, FM, it fills my heart with joy to see you both hale and healthy. And what of Higiri? She is well, though abroad on a mission at present. It just wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. I can't do multiple girl voices. I can do some different cadences. That's the best I can do. Bloomwida. I vaguely remember this broad. I don't know. We could do with more of that around here. Heartfelt reunions with stalwart companions brings a bloody tear to the eye. All right. What? Oh, homie. What's up, my homie? To secret oneself in the ship to hold secure, safe passage to a faraway land. This is a tale we know all too well. When they are well rested, I should like to seek a formal introduction. Wait, why, my friend? Come, there's no need to be shy. Pray forgive me for a moment longer, at least. Though I am happy to oblige you, my legs are rather less accommodating. Ocher, what in the seven hells drove my little brother to come to Mordona? Why, you, brother. You and the Scions, of course. For 1,000 days I trained, and I might grow as strong as you, that I might fight alongside you. Yet now that you are here, I sense that you have surpassed me once more. No, do not tell me. You trained with the Hanish, did you not? Your eyes do not deceive, brother. I have studied the trials of the braves, and drunk deep of the souls of mine enemies.
Edgy.
Glad that I am to be home. I cannot help but think of those who have yet to return. Once we have settled in, I would join the search.
Alright. Tataru.
It's been so long since I've seen them all like this. Too long. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Alphino. I know we will. Minfillia, Ida, Papalimo, every last one. And when we walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course.
It's been a nice distraction, but I feel like we need to get on doing more important things, like saving Estinian, or any number of other things that are more important than this.
Thancred and Kryl contacted us a short while ago. It would seem that their foray into Castrum Meridanum bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them in Y'shtola in Idleshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter.
Yes. Like, I know Minfillia eventually disappears, but I don't remember why. Well, we'll just teleport quickly to Idleshire, because... Thing is, now we're getting to the point where, like, the world is getting so big that taking chocobo porters everywhere is not, like, cost-effective in the least. So, I'm not going to chocobo porter myself all the way over to Idleshire. At least not, like, super often. Eorzea, what are you doing? You're mining. I'm so proud. You know, there is, like I said before when we were here, man, there was a time this place was just absolutely chock full of people. And I will never not miss that time, because that was, like, a crazy time. Same thing with, like, Mordona. Mordona still sees a lot of people, though.
My apologies. I see that I'm the last to arrive. So what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated, there indeed would appear to be remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the aether at the scene of the ultimate weapon's destruction. A ripple at odds with the presiding pattern. Though faint, the waveforms are strong in resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Val, when I believe Hydaelyn shielded me with the blessing of light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to the Sildi aqueducts. There we detected some waveform, but others of magnitude larger, as one would expect for a more recent disturbance. Hydaelyn. There is no other explanation. But there is more. When I studied the site where Y'shtola used flow, it appeared that not 2 but 3 beings had been affected. Yet unlike Y'shtola and Thancred, there is no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there, and then not there. Now recall your visions of the vast crystal floating in the seat of ether. Though this too is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that, when communing with Hydaelyn, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So let us consider the facts. 1. Hydaelyn interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Y'shtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Hydaelyn may have given the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. You are implying, I take it, that Hydaelyn guided Minfillia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her body and soul unto the ethereal sea? In which case we must needs continue our search there, for a blessing the means to do so already exists. I speak of the Antitower, a Shallian construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. Though I not know where the entrance lies, we need only ask its custodian, a contrary old crone who, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the keeper of the Antitower. I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid once again.
Well, that explains it. Remember earlier when I was looking, I was like, what is this entrance? And it was the Antitower. Now I know. So we gotta go over there. What's the fastest way? There's no way. There's no fast way to get there. We're just gonna fly, man. Just what's gonna have to happen. That guy's on an edgy bird. Edgy bird is edgy. So it looks like we're getting ready for another dungeon. I'm kind of hyped I don't mind running around and just like hearing people talk, but like you want to break it up with dungeons, man. And sometimes it feels like there's a really... I haven't experienced one that I can remember that was as big a gap as Dawn Trail, which just like, good grief, that was like forever. But man, like just like sometimes waiting for stuff to take place is just like brutal. Like, please just give me what I need. Please just give me what I need. I just need to move on, please. Give me a dungeon, a trial, anything. And then suddenly it'll drop like 3 of them on you in quick succession, you know what I mean? Also, one other thing I wanted to say, and this is, since we're about 20 minutes in, give or take, to this episode, I wanted to quickly just thank everybody who's actually watched any of these. You random people who were watching these, I know I have a couple people, you know, they subscribed and they actually watch stuff. I just wanted to say again, I didn't expect anyone to watch any of these. So if you even watch 10 minutes of one of these episodes, I just want you to know, I'm getting like myself sidetracked, that I really appreciate it. It's a nice treat for me, right? Like, you don't have to watch, but I just appreciate it, you know? And so, just wanted to say a quick throwdown, a quick thank you, and, you know, that's it. So, let's move on. Let's talk to Master Matoya, and she can tell us about the Antitower, shall we? Oh, what a surprise. Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? Ah, though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entry to the Antitower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? You stole it. The tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have run the place now. If that's no deterrent to you, then by all means. Is that all? I felt sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course given your role as custodian. Role? Hardly. The Forum foisted that title on me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the Antitower was sealed save one. My role consists of making sure that no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the Forum's final order to me. Well, I can remove the wards right now. Will you be going or not? We will, Master Matoya. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfillia. We'll see about that. You, Badassian girl, you're staying here with me. I need your help to restore the wards to their original state. The rest... Oh, no. Ugh. Oh, did we just get DDoS'd? Oh, it hurts. Okay. You know, let's just watch it. Look at that sick title screen. Nothing like going through dialogue and then getting DDoS'd. I could cut all this out, but this is the real lived experience. You know what I mean? There's me standing there looking like, oh, it's not properly logged out. Sure you wish to leave the crew? No. Alright, I gotta wait. Alright, so I will see you back when this loads in. Alright, you join us in progress after going through dialogue back to just before we hopefully go into the Antitower. Hoping that, you know, now that I think about it, that lag spike I felt earlier, that might have been the start before the DDoSs that happened earlier, where I was having trouble, where I was like, I could feel that things were taking a little bit longer. That might have been it. But I've been DDoS'd in this in like probably like 3 or 4 weeks, so I don't know. Maybe longer. So let's resume where we were. Well, I can remove the wards right now. Will you be going or not? We will, Master Matoya. Will do whatever it takes to find Minfillia, as we know. Alright. I thought I was farther back in this than I was. We'll see about that. You, Badassian girl, you're staying with me. Need help to restore the wards in the original state. The rest of you can go, on the condition that you clean up the mess in the tower. If you encounter any unruly familiars, you to tend to them. Those are my terms, and I'll hear no argument. Yeah, so? Again, I am unfazed. Well, it appears the mistress has spoken. Lead the way, Tiberius. Antitower now accessible. It's ironic that it cut right before this. It couldn't just like cut while I was in queue. No, we couldn't do that.
So let's go ahead and get in the queue. Other players. There, got 9 minutes. So I think I've said enough side stuff because of everything else. So I'll see you when it pops. That was actually remarkably short. That was like maybe like 3 or 4 minutes. Stupidly quick, which is pretty happy. I am potat. Okay. All right. So I don't really remember the Antitower, to be honest. Okay, that looks familiar now. I'm looking at the castle and I'm like, I don't remember a castle. Guess we'll see what happens, right? Hopefully no disconnects. So we got Dark Knight, me, Dancer, and White Mage. I still have to fix my thing. I still haven't fixed it. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. I got a dance partner though. Alright, let's hit these guys with some of those fat AoEs. The fattest AoEs, in fact. Hit this guy with my sword. Alright. Ninja jump. If you am ranged, try to stay behind the shell and little ones. I don't know what he's talking about. Mimu is the dancer, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to say. Mimu is the dancer, so I don't know what they're trying to say exactly. So the more you know, right? I'd like to know a fun fact. In the early 2000s, like the year 2000, a bunch of people got hepatitis from eating sandwiches at Subway. I learned that today. That's your daily fun fact that has nothing to do with Final Fantasy. You come for the gameplay, you stay for the commentary, you know what I mean? Both like this fit. I don't know. Oh no, did I get paralysis? I got paralysis, oh no. I didn't understand what he was talking about. Surprisingly unfazed. Try and stay. I think I understand. Maybe I might understand now. Let's hit this guy with more cool flourishes. I don't think I have Peloton as a move. I'm not cool enough to have Peloton. I guess I'm not ranged. Alright, Fancy Frogman. Got a cool staff. I don't know what to do about that. Start rocking him, I guess. And try and pay attention to my positionals if I'm smart for even a second. Granted, I just used True North, so it wasn't really necessary, but that's not the point. Oh lord, I don't remember what any of those are. Well, I know I don't want to be in front of that guy, that's for sure. Gotta pay attention. Oh no, I don't want to be in that. No, not at all. 0%. Stop moving. I gotta rock this dude. I see the bubbles, but I don't remember what they mean. Oh, damage down. That's a sad time. No, sir. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know. I'm gonna kill this thing. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kill this thing if I can.
in the hopes that was like the correct thing to do. There's like everyone was marking things. I wasn't paying attention. Don't mind me. I get tunnel vision super bad. Heinz Bane, whatever, yeah. I'm so sloppy. My goodness. Alright. What? Oh, well, I hope it was. Hope we weren't waiting. I went into the thing. Forgive me, senpais. Is that guy dizzy? He's got a depot? I don't understand. Sorry. Whatever. Okay, I remember this. This is what I was thinking of when I thought of the Antitower, is this part. You can't just have a Mimic, man. You gotta have a Charlian Mimic. You know what I mean? I'm gonna run ahead, okay. I mean, who am I to say no? Gonna see if I can single target these guys down. Talking up a storm about blue mage skills, what have you. Ain't no blue mages here. I always thought this was neat that they like just use all this stuff to make a bridge. Stand in the middle and do cool attacks. That's all you gotta do. It's like using white mages using holy. That's all there is to it. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to think about it or anything. I just realized I have 5 pieces of loot to separate. Pass on that. Pass on that. Oh. That's a moderate amount of fire spreads. Thankfully, I am either not taking damage or the healer's doing their job. I'm not sure which. Oh wait, no, you got out of the way? Ah, I'm gonna get hit by that. No one saw that. Certainly not when I recorded it, you know what I mean? Alright, more impromptu bridges. Alright, so we got the Ziggy. I only vaguely remember this. Alright, hit from the side. Hit it from the back. Oh lord, I don't remember. Okay, hang on. So one of these is gonna be different. I don't remember which one. Oh lord. I thought one of them was different. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I know eventually, I know you have to hide behind one of these rocks, but I don't think it's yet. Jittering Jounce. Is that it? Oh shit. Oh fuck, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't even see I was marked. Just when I was paying attention. Rockaway is tethered, yeah. I didn't even see that I was tethered. I'm bad at this game. Also had a couple of drinks, which does not help the scenario. Pro tip, don't drink if you're doing it. No, oh, no. Alright. Well, thankfully we can brute force it past my incompetence, you know? Let's see. Got that one, I don't need those, and I don't need those. Alright, I remember those. Oh, I think he pulled aggro off that guy. Silly goose. Get out of the AoE and don't, like, stand in it and die. That's the pro tip of the day from your Viper professional. A man who's clearly paid way more Viper than everyone else. That's me. Alright. Ooh, that door like clipped right through my screen. I wasn't even sure what to do. Alright. More wind-up peeps. Is that what you're standing here taking, or are we going to pull him in the next room? I assumed we were pulling him in the next room, but I didn't want. I, at the same time, did not want to assume. Oh, more random dudes falling from the ceiling. It's like a match of XCOM. No one told me this game was turning into XCOM, I'll tell you what. Yet more dudes falling out of the ceiling. Next thing you know, the chrysalids are coming. I'll tell you what. Try not to miss all those things. I really am debating turning off the effects so I can actually see stuff that, you know, when I do stuff. Yeah, I like the effects, but when there's too many going on, I can't tell what's going on. I have a hard enough time telling on what's going on anyway, because I'm such a scrub. Alright. This looks like a boss battle. Oh my gosh, it's the doll one. Have to bring in adorable dolls, terrible dolls. Yip ho ho. Not ominous at all. Alright. Yeah, I don't remember what the deal with the dolls is, but we're gonna beat them up. In the hopes that we okay, right here, stay right here in the middle, yeah. Alright, pretty weak. Feels good. I know there's more to this. Like, oh yeah, just kill some dolls and we're in good shape, right? No, there's more to it than that. Oh, they're stacked. They're stacked, but like not in a cool way. Oh, it's a giant, weird, gross baby doll thing. Cool. Well, it's time to hit it in the face. You never know when you're going to punch a guy in the face. Oh wait, look away from that guy. I don't know what's going on with that, but we're not looking at that. Okay, that means it's targeted. Okay. I wasn't sure. Hit him with a hide sting strike. Look at that. Look how professional I am. I hit my positionals sometimes. Oh man, what's going on with that? I was already doing an attack. That's not fair. Oh, am I not supposed to hit it from that way because of the thing? I have positionals. You can't stop me from hitting a certain direction. That's not fair. Oh no, I got turned into a doll. Please, someone save me. I got turned into a doll. I'm Brina. Please, someone break Brina so that I might have freedom. Oh no. Someone, please, punch me in the face. Alright. Alright, we're just gonna hit him with True North. See, they made me use positionals, and then made me fight a boss that won't let me use positionals. I still not hit it from the side? No, let me hit it from the side now. Okay. Just gotta watch for when it puts their shields up, I guess. Alright, I know he's gonna fire at that guy. That, this, one of these, and one of those. What am I doing? Oh, I'm almost dead. I still don't have that. Still don't have LB max either. I keep telling myself I remember and I don't. Let him hit him with a laser. Are you afraid of the dark achievement? Amazing. 90s kids remember. Not ominous at all. Yeah, I want the Calcabrina orchestration roll. That's me. Everyone suddenly shows up. Yeah, where were you guys? Where were you guys before? I do. Mimiu said it, so Mimiu gets the commendation. That's what happened. That's how it works. That's how it works. Oh gosh, it just gave me everything. I'm surely my inventory is not full. There's no way. Can't do anything with that. I don't need this. Do I even have that one? I didn't have that one at least. Well, not so bad, right? It's not all bad. I think I got that thing too. The little minion. I think I already had that one though. So, you know, we're gonna go. The gladiator. I don't think I had that one before. Plunder goggles. That can go away. I don't need that. Or this. Or, wait, is this that? Oh, yeah. Orthodox for so we don't need that either. Alright, I gotta clean out the inventory. I gotta have a little bit of space, you know what I mean? Alright, and I got a player comm. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. I can't remember why we're here. We're here look. Oh, that's right. We're trying to link up with Minfillia. Hey, it's one of those gems I have in my pocket.
Feel. Think.
Yeah, it sounds like newer Minfillia. Because I know she becomes like the speaker of Hydaelyn or whatever. At least if I recall correctly. Which I don't know why Hydaelyn needs a speaker, but she did.
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst.
And there she is, her with her crystal drip, no shoes.
We are the word of the mother. We, who were once called Minfillia.
Her voice is weird. It's not bad, it's just different. Like, because my brain is still wired for her OG voice actress. Take off your shoes and your voice changes.
For thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word.
Also, the voice, the lip sync is off enough that I like can't not notice it for some reason. I know it doesn't matter, but it's just like my brain goes, "What?
Mother, Hydaelyn guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. There,
Oh, you ain't getting out."
adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we had lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering.
I just don't understand, like, what was the purpose of her, like, conscripting Minfillia? Like, does she need it? She already talks, so why does she need to be the word of the mother? Like, what is
We
the purpose of
speak
this?
now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world.
Brendan Fraser.
Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think.
Which I still don't know exactly what you're trying to say when you say that, but, I mean, hear, feel, think, sure. Look, just give me the power to, like, whack people and see the past. We're in good shape otherwise. That's really all I need. Just give me the ability to, like, absolutely raffle stomp primals and see the past occasionally, and we're in good shape. Don't worry about the rest of it.
Before there was life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one. But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound.
Yeah, he
In
definitely bound on the
sundering
moon.
star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiarch longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease.
I'm gonna be real. I know we're a long way off from that point, but Zodiarch not being the last boss of, like, Final Fantasy XIV kind of made all the setup feel weak. And I think that was one of, like, Endwalker's biggest weaknesses is you're building up to this to Zodiarch, right? Like, everyone talks about him. The Ascians are always, like, talking about him. We're gonna bring him back to life. We're trying to put all the shards back together to make it be a thing. We're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. And you go, okay, we're doing it. And then you finally get to Zodiarch, and it almost feels like, yeah, we killed him, cool. And then you're like, but okay, we killed him. And then you go off to deal with Bird Person or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, okay. It's just like, I really feel like it was a missed opportunity to not deal with Zodiarch as the last boss. I know it would have taken a bunch of different, like, way the story went, and there were a lot of really cool parts in Endwalker that when we get there, right? Like, the sacrificing parts and all that stuff, really good. But I really feel like they missed something by not making Zodiarch the last bad guy. You know what I mean? Having what's her face, I can't even think of her name, Medion. Medion was not an interesting bad guy necessarily in the end. Like, honestly, if you'd made Medion the bad guy at the beginning, like toward the, you know, or that something in her place toward about where you fight Zodiarch, and then make Zodiarch the last bad guy because Zodiarch's hanging out there, like maybe Zodiarch corrupted. Well, I mean, Zodiarch was a response to that, right? But still, I don't know. It's just something I just feel like it was a missed opportunity, that particular little issue.
They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining. 7 times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final.
Is this like the thing we saw? Well, I know originally we saw like there was like a
Crystal's
vision.
power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea.
Like, how did Hyland get so... Okay. They say Zodiac got stronger, right? And I get that. But here's the thing. Does joining with Minfillia give Hydaelyn some... Because we know... All right, real ones know why Hydaelyn exists, etc., right? So my thing is, like, by the time Endwalker happens, like, Hydaelyn just shows up as Venat or whatever. And it's like, what did joining with Minfilia do exactly for her? If she's almost out of energy, I don't know. To me, it's like, it's crazy. Unless it gives her some sort of power or something, which doesn't look like it does. This seems like, you're starving to death. You can't make ends meet at rent for your house, and you're like, I'm gonna take on a friend to come live with me. You know what I mean? It's like, why? Do they pay for anything? No, they don't. You know what I mean? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. And why, like, Hydaelyn's just suddenly toast for no reason?
Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
So we're just... If you were just looking at that mainly, you would just think that Minfilia just exploded. Minfilia just blew up. I don't know what the point of that was, but she just exploded. Kind of. But if you were just looking at it like, oh, Minfilia just exploded. Or got omnommed. I don't know.
You've had another vision, haven't you?
Sure have, and you're not going to like it.
Let us return to Master Matoya's cave. Everyone will wish to hear what you saw.
I don't think you will. You ain't going to like it, dog. I'm telling you right now, bro. You ain't going to like it. But, yeah, sure. What do I know? I'm just a simple man with hat.
Still in one piece, are we? Well, did you learn anything?
Oh, I sure did.
The word of the mother? I'm not sure I understand.
Neither do I. I don't think anyone understands Alphino.
Nor am I. Cryle?
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Minfilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
So basically, Hydaelyn is so beat up and in rough shape that I just don't understand where all her power went. Like, Zodiac gets stronger because they redo rejoinings or whatever, but like, what are they really doing to damage Hydaelyn? Where does her power come from, right? Like, I don't understand that part exactly. Like, they're just like, oh, evil got stronger, so I got weaker? Did it like a give and take? I don't know. Because Zodiac is like torn into a bunch of pieces and sealed in the moon. We know this. So I don't understand why she's getting weaker exactly.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone?
Heidelin done jacked her steez.
But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
Well, unfortunately, Heidelin done jacked her steez, so it's not really on the menu. Sorry.
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Matoya here with the real hard facts.
Must you be so ungentle?
Yeah, that's kind of her MO, isn't it? Won't you be scowling?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
Especially the
And
primal
that's
threat, though,
very
really.
noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die.
Oh man, she's spitting
The
them hard
path you've
facts.
chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
I kind of feel like they killed off
I know
Minfillia.
the truth of which you speak, and have from the first.
I just feel like they kind of killed off Minfillia because she wasn't a super popular character. She wasn't super interesting. She was just like, yeah, I'm bubbly, and I like the light, and I like Heidelin, and we should do lots of good things to help people, and it's just not very interesting. And so what do? You go make her the arbiter of Heidelin, basically, and you say, oh, Heidelin got real weak, so she needed somebody to speak for her, right, to make it a little easier, and then we're all going to be upset about it. It's more interesting this way, you know what I mean? So, and I mean, like, we do also do stuff, obviously, in Shadowbringers.
If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly.
Like, I get what you're saying, but, like, I would also, like me saying this, if Heidelin is almost the greatest opposition to Zodiark, I would think you would want to figure out how to bolster Heidelin's power, because clearly Zodiark is getting stronger. Some reason she's getting weaker, so you'd need to bolster her power, because she is the source of, like, our biggest fighter, basically, right? Is Heidelin. Heidelin gives me my power, and just a fraction of it makes me an absolute, like, G unit. So, like, you'd think that you would want to bolster Heidelin. Like, call me crazy, I'm just saying. But they're like, no, we don't have to worry about that. We just gotta stop them. Yeah, but by a means, like, you know what I mean? One effort does not necessarily not serve another. So, I don't know.
Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Thancred pretty pissed. I would be too if I was Thancred. After all that, then she just, like, gets omnommed.
No, this is all wrong.
Yeah, it kind of feels that way, don't it? And after that, you're like, well, hey, Hyland better be carrying some serious weight if she thinks that, like, basically, like, co-opting our friend for all eternity is worth it. She's not coming back, is she? She just thought she was bad. Yeah, probably that. I know that, I do. To give all that her beliefs was to give all for her beliefs was ever her way. So we will, as we must. What greater calling could be there to stand against the dark and defenders of the light? And yet, where does it end? The sacrifice, the loss. I must ask that you not breathe a word of this to any of the others of the Rising Stones, especially Philamine. I will brief Tataru on what we have learned, as well as Eorzea. He may have insight into what the word has told us. The world has told us? As for you, Tiberius, above all you've done, I would say you've earned a rest. Yeah, you always say that, and then I talk to you like 5 minutes later, and then you're ready. You're like, all right, get back out there. But speaking of well-earned rewards, I received a missive from Sir Amaric while you were away. Totsimi is planning a ceremony of some sort and would like you to attend. Do not divulge the details, preferring instead to explain in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit. I'll bet I should. Let's go ahead and head over to the Knights Most Heavenly. But yeah, everyone all in ruin. To the last, no, I need the Forgotten Knight. I always think it's the last ritual. It's not. It isn't.
A pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation. Good, good. You of all people should be present. When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon, through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples.
It's pragmatic. It's a good idea.
You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend. But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance.
No problem.
Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire. But if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change. Tis nothing. Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen. It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead. I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest. Lucia is there seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. 'Twould not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all.
You gonna have it in an icy, snowy wasteland type place? I mean...
Oh, and one more thing. A drink! We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
That's what I'm talking about. Amaric becomes like more like your bro than just like this leader. Like you're cooler with him than you are. We spent a lot of time talking to the Seed Seer lady, which I mean my brain kind of did. The lady from Limsa Laminsa, Rauban. We've talked to all of them, but like none of them, I don't think personally, bro out as hard with you as Amaric does.
The closest one is probably the one that runs, shoot, what is it? It's not Alamigo. It's the other one. It's Doma. The guy runs Doma, which, of course, I can't think of his... Hien? It's Hien, yeah. Hien's cool. Like, if I was going to have a beer with 2 leaders, it would be Hien and Amaric, and we'd sit down and chill and have a drink. Dude, it's just like a bad time no matter what. I think my mic just shut off for no reason. But no, Amaric needs a day off, for sure. Like, he just does. Amaric needs a day off where he's not getting stabbed by somebody or, like, anything else, you know what I mean? Or, like, there's some sort of heretics coming in. Satoru Gojo. What is Satoru Gojo? Is that a warrior? Yeah, level 57, 58 warrior. I don't know if I believe that Satoru Gojo would be a warrior, but what do I know? Down there, I think it's... No, it's not down there. I'm gonna do this. I was thinking I gotta do the thing, so... Yeah, it's the Sky Steel Manufactory. Alright. Let's go this way. We always take the Chocobo Porter. Not saying I don't want to do that, but, like, why go there? It's just so I can fly out. I'm pretty sure if I just go this way... I might be crazy. I think if I just go this way... it'll just take me there. Is this right? Am I right? Falcon... See? Look at that. I didn't even have to, like, take the Chocobo Porter necessarily. I was able to get here for free. Can't argue with free.
The Lord Commander said you would have come, Tiberius. As you can see, preparations for the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above. It conceals a relief that will be unveiled during the conference. The masons labor day and night to see it finished on schedule. Sir Amaric wanted a symbol which would endure long after this conference is concluded. I think you will be pleased with the result. It was not my war, but I made it mine, and to see it draw closer to a resolution fills me with a strange hope. His faith is infectious, is it not? His certainty will be better than we are. Forgive me, I am rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go, rest. I will not keep you.
I don't know where this rest stuff comes from. No one ever gives me a break. I get no rest. Alright.
If you would rather not take a rest, then why not take a walk around Falcon's Nest, make your presence known to the people, and so forth. In addition, to those who have come from far and wide to attend this ceremony, you may meet Lords Artorial and Manelaine, who have graciously volunteered their services. They should be glad to see you. Now, if you would excuse me, I must needs return to my duties.
Sure, I can go talk to some people. I am not above talking to people. Alright, we got Roth. I remember Roth, kinda. Bloody exciting, isn't it? Not to just peace with the dragons, but all them heretics besides. Don't misunderstand. We've got a healthy fear of being bathed in dragon fire. That said, the heretics did not far more than hinder our efforts here in the past. So hearing that we're close to reconciliation comes as a great relief. Alright, who else is here? Lowborn youth.
Do you know everything that is set to begin? I wasn't sure how many might come, so I thought it best to come early and find a spot with a great view. When I heard that Sir Amaric was planning to make a speech, I knew I couldn't miss it. I mean, the man risked his own neck to rescue those hostages. How often do you get heroes like that in this day and age? And here's more than a fighter, too. He's a thinker, he is. He's got plans to better our lives, to change things, and he'll do it, by the Fury. Me and my family and friends, we all believe he can do it.
That's pretty good. Everyone's pretty jazzed. We got a Redwall. Yeah, I love Redwall. He's a cool dude. He helped out so much early on.
I'm glad to see the rumors were true. Well met, Master Fox. And fear not, I have no intention of begging your aid for this or that. Everything appears to be in order. My only lingering concern is one of the convictors might not have been informed of our plans. As I recall, Vidofnir may pass directly over their encampment. The last thing we need is a glory-seeking nobleman attempting to slay a Dravanian ambassador to a peace conference. So you want me to like go talk to him? I'll go talk to him. Artoriel, what's going on, my man? How much the world has changed since we fought alongside each other in the vault. If you had told me that when we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you a naive fool. Yet here we are, preparing to make a fantasy a reality. Huh, here I am, laboring to make it so. Lord Artoriel, if I may. Certainly, First Commander. How may I be of service? Some of the convictors are refusing to stand down. The majority were willing to do so, but a small priority have instead pledged to engage any Dravanians bound for Falcon's Nest. Fury take me, they would defy Sir Amaric's commands if they dare attack Vidofnir. It will not come to that, but to see that it does not, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us if the Lord of House Forton is present. I understand completely. Let us depart at once. But ere I do, I must ask, would you look after Manolane while I am away? As you know, he has become ever impulsive, changeable child, but recently he seems to have been suffering from a bout of melancholy. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist with guard duty, a simple but honorable charge, unlikely to expose him to the danger given the presence of so many other knights. Alas, he has no interest, and fear he may abandon his post in my absence. All I ask that you keep an eye on him until I return, exhausting though that may be. I can do that. What is with that? I keep looking over to see like what my mic's doing, and it's just wasn't recording at all, so I hope that last part came through. If not, I'm sorry. Thank you, my friend. I promise will not be long. I'm telling you, man. Recording's fun until everything starts breaking randomly for no reason. I got my foot on the pedal, I'm talking, and then all of a sudden I look over and it's just like, no, not this time. So, I'm rather busy at the moment, oh boy, guarding this tavern as it were. Oh, I see now. Artoriel, I might be a derelict of my duties. The nerve of my brother to question my dedication. But since you are here, mayhap I can put you to proper use. The wasteland beyond the walls must be kept safe for travelers, yet I have been forbidden from leaving the Falcon's Nest. It wouldn't do for esteemed guests to be devoured by wolves, oh no. Yet that is precisely what will happen if we do not cull the roaming packs. Your map, if I may. Right. There. Those are the points of scouts marked for patrol. I'll leave you to it, old boy. Come, Honorite. Honorite? I must return to my rounds. Alright, want to send me off to kill wolves, huh? Oh, do be careful, my lord. Yeah, there's nothing quite like trying to... It's like yesterday I tried to record, last time I tried to record, and then I just like pushed the button and nothing happened for like 30 seconds. Nothing's changed. I don't know why it would suddenly be malfunctioning, but it's nothing like getting everything and all your ducks in a row and you're like, man, alright, I got this, so I just gotta keep doing what I'm doing, it'll be totally fine. And then it just breaks for no reason. You've changed literally nothing, but it just decides that's, you know, it's not enough. But such as nothing. Let's kill whatever wolves or whatever we gotta kill. We'll also get Mjolnir here if we can. Let's go, Mjolnir! Alpha Ghost Wolf. Only worse than a wolf is a ghost wolf. Unfortunately for them, I am super OP. Alright. Let's see. We gotta go this way. Just right over here. Destination. I'm standing watch. Okay. Something else occurs to me. I know this pedal that I bought's not like the most expensive thing ever. It's also entirely possible the pedal's starting to fail. I mean, I have recorded like 50-something episodes, and out of those 50 episodes, I think I've recorded in the 40s of them with the pedal, using it repeatedly, so it is entirely possible that it's breaking down.
I don't know that. But, you know, such is the life of a man who's trying to protect Ishgard, you know?
Tiberius Fox, Wolfsbane, it pleases me to inform you that you've completed my rounds. Or, I have completed my rounds. And that all is well at Falcon's Nest. Oh, and there's a grizzled fellow looking for you. You know, the one who made the arsonist confess. Clever, that. Oh, that's right, okay. Thancred, was it? He was asking after you. Anyway, once I noticed the garish weapons he was sporting, I deemed it a waste to leave him be. I dispatched him to an area I neglected to mark on your map. Yes, this one. If you hurry, he might still be there. Hey, Thancred showed up. I sent him on an errand. And Manolane's such a... You know, I think I remember a Manolane being, like, a thing where he, like, grew up kind of between now and Endwalker, and I can kind of see why he said that now, because I forgot him being just absolutely pretentious all the time. It kind of escaped me a little bit. I see a dude there, but that's not who I'm looking for. Probably, like, meet up with Thancred, and then we'll call it. And then I'm going to go back and listen to the recording, and if it's no good, I'm going to try... I'm trying to record the voiceover in post. It's possible I could do it. I mean, reading out everything isn't the most important thing that I do in this, but still, I'd like to be consistent if I can. Fancy meeting you here, Tiberius. It was fortunate that I came when I did. These two would not have fared well against the wolves on their own. The young lord wasted no time in taking advantage of you, did he? And me, I suppose. Let us return to Falcon's Nest, and then see what other thrilling tasks he may have for us. Hopeful heretic. Oh, this is the jacked up base. Man. Gold thing. I already forgot all about this. I was like, where did I even get this? And I looked it up, and it's like you get it for commendations. You get it after you get like 50 commendations or something. Which is cool. That means like it's, you know, not super rare, but also not like super common. I don't know. It is semi-common, right? So can't believe how full my inventory is. Some of that stuff I have in there is for crafting, and I haven't crafted in like 2 years. So I don't know. Probably more than 2 years, actually. Probably 3. But yeah, we'll take a listen to it, and if it sounds really bad where I just have giant gaps where you can't hear me, I'll try and record the audio in post, but I promise nothing. We'll figure it out. I'll have to keep an eye on the pedal. And there they are, a pair of gallant heroes if ever I saw them. Comrades in arms, reunited at last. By your selfless sacrifice, you have guaranteed the safety of our many guests. On behalf of Ishgars, I thank you both. And with that, there is naught left to do but to enjoy our well-ruined respite. Alright, so we got that all taken care of. I'll take a look at the technical stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. But you know what that means. Until next time.